Hey ladies and gents, welcome to another Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 video with your host SpoonyPizzas. Today I'm going to give some gameplay tips for those migrating from FIFA to PES to hopefully make that transition as smooth as possible. I found FIFA this year to be all about the counter-attack, and so long sprints and also continuous forward passing works really well, whereas the opposite is probably better for PES, so sort of slower build-ups. Passing the ball backwards is always a good option and a good way to move the ball forwards. Make sure you're always balanced when you're crossing the ball like this as well. When it comes to volleying in PES, you need to make sure the ball's at the right height, whereas in FIFA they choose the animation to strike the ball generally quite well. In FIFA, when it comes to defending, I always found that pressing high up the pitch works really well, and then when it comes to sort of defensive zone, then you just sort of drop back but cover the space in between. And similar to PES, this is so it's all about maintaining good position. And whenever crosses come in the box, always press shoot in PES. Don't try to pass it out like you can in FIFA, because the headed passes are not all that accurate. When it comes to shielding, in FIFA you press a button, but in PES you don't. You just got to point your player away from the opponent, and I will leave a link in the description to a shielding tutorial. The defending in PES is probably a bit more manual than FIFA, so make sure you always track your runners. In FIFA there's a button to trigger player runs. However, you can do that in PES. It's a little bit more complicated, but I wouldn't recommend it because it burns the stamina. So the real way to set player runs is by holding your left bumper, which is your player select button, and the pass button, so the player releasing the ball will make a straight run. Now there's a little bit of an exploit here on how to shake one of the defenders tracking your attacking player's run, and that's to make a second pass, a normal pass, don't hold the player select button, before you make the through ball. So the third pass has to be the through ball, the second pass has to be to another player nearby. For more info, check out my advanced chance creation tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description. I find in FIFA it's very easy to maintain possession of the ball, whereas in PES it's a little bit more difficult because even a slight touch will cause your player to sort of stumble. So it's important to keep your distance between your player and the opponent, and even more so when you're sprinting with the ball. When it comes to creating chances, you want to try and get the ball in these wide areas and then sort of pass it along just outside the penalty box, because you can then thread through balls through the middle because you've stretched the you've stretched your opponent. One of the biggest differences between FIFA and PES is once you've powered up a pass, a shot, a through ball in PES, you can't change the direction once you've done that. Whereas in FIFA you can change the direction of the pass, shot or through ball up until your player makes contact with the ball. Regarding through balls, in PES they have to be timed perfectly. You can't just play a through ball and hope for the best, as you're going to see here. Whereas in FIFA I've had it where my quick strikers have latched onto the ball quite easily. Again, just to touch on the defending, just make sure you maintain that defensive shape. Don't go and chase the ball here. You know, he's playing a long pass across the pitch. Don't chase, just stand off. Maintain that good shape. Keep switching between players. Position them. Try and dictate where you want your opponent to go, and try to force them into a dead end where they've got nowhere else to go, where there's little threat, and then you can move in and take the ball off them. One of the really cool maneuvers is to hold R1 and R2, so your sprint and special controls. That will just turn your player, like I did there, to face your opponent's goal. It's just nice to be able to turn without actually moving your player. Ideally you can go down the wings as you're seeing here, and like I said, maintain that distance. And one of the classic ways to score in PES is obviously the old 1-2. Very popular among the series for many years, and that's a delightful goal right there. Anyway, that is all from me, ladies and gents. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully if you're coming from FIFA, let me know in the comments, and if there's anything you're looking for, then just ask. But I've got a wealth of tutorials on my channel, so just check out the tutorial playlist, and yeah, I'm sure you'll find anything you're looking for. And if it's not there, then drop a comment below and I'll get working on some more tutorials. Hopefully you found this useful. See you later guys, bye bye.